Hi. A recent question came up that was asking about help menu integration for JCB components. You will see that JCB itself has this help document area. Now, I have not actually had the time to expand upon this help document area as much as I would like to, and maybe in the future we would still expand on it. But it is a feature that actually is very easily added to any other JCB component. If you have purchased the sermon distributor package, let me show you what I mean. There is a place, one of the repositories under vdm.io called JCB Packages. So you would go to vdm-io and then JCB Packages on GitHub. And one of the packages here is Sermon Distributor. Now you can download this package, but before you haven't purchased a key for it, you can't really use it. So to get a key, you would basically click on this link here, which is vdm.bz/jcb-packages. This would take you to a place on our website where you can purchase the Sermon Distributor package. Here is the link that you would need to get to. You can also go to vdm.io, which is our website. So let me just open that. And then under services, you can also find JCB Packages. And you just click on that, it will take you to the same place. So there are a few packages already available, which basically is a fully mapped component inside of JCB. So if you purchase this, you would get information and a code and everything, which will help you install the Sermon Distributor package. So I'm going to quickly install the Sermon Distributor package on this demo website that I'm using. I'm not going to demonstrate how I did that, because if you purchase the package, you would have all the instructions on how to do this. Once you have installed the Sermon Distributor package, you can go to the admin views, and you will find that the admin views now has this new admin view called help document. It's just this one admin view called help document. Now, you by default with JCB have this demo component. So let's open the demo component and let's add the helper structure to it to demonstrate to you how it works. Now, at the moment it doesn't have any helper structure at all. It is just a demo component with only a few structures actually. I think it only has, let's see, admin view. It has one view called look, and it's got no custom views, but it got a site view called looks and looking. So what we'll do first is we're going to go to the admin views, and we're going to click here to add another row, and we are going to add the help documents, the support icon. Oh yes, we again have this unticked problem. I'm sorry about this. Well, we are busy phasing out the repeatable fields, so you'll end up working with subfields in the future, or subforms. But to fix this in the meanwhile, you just close that and open it again, and now you'll have all those tick boxes in place. So I'm just going to add that view again. We're going to use the support icon, and we're going to leave most of this to defaults, except it doesn't have meta. We don't use access. We can do the import, but it doesn't have a front-end editing, or we don't want it to have one, and we would have it in the second position, and maybe not part of the main menu. I think that's good enough. Now we'll save this, and we'll save and close. That's really all it takes. So you've just installed the sermon distributor package into your JCB. That added the helper document admin view, and I've just linked that view to the demo component. Then I'll go to the compiler, and I'm basically just going to compile that demo component. And as you can see here, it isn't yet installed on my website. This is quite important, not to have it installed on the website. Then I'm going to compile it. Then I'm just going to install it. Now, if I go to demo, we will see that it has this new helper documents area. Now, at the moment, it doesn't have any helper documents. What we can do to change that is we can then go to the helper documents, click new, and when it's opened, we will select which group we want to target. So I'm just going to select all. Then I'm going to select I want to target a view in the admin area. Then demo will be basically the dashboard. Then there's help documents. There's import. I'm going to take looks. I want to target the looks area. Then I can give it a title. And I can say what type of help menu do I want. I want to link to a Joomla article. I want to put in my own custom text. Or I want to link to an external URL. This is usually what we will use when we ship a component. Since this will then give us the opportunity to link it to an external URL, which we can update and edit without sending an update or an upgrade to the component. We can just change the help menu itself. The help pages which we link them to. And this is how JCB has been set up. JCB is linking to an external help structure. But you can decide whatever you want to do with this component. You could say text, for example, and you could say this is the help you need and whatever, and save and close. Now if we go to looks, we will see that then automatically there is a new button here called help, and if we click on it, it actually opens that help. And so you can now, even going back to, if you now click on new, then that help menu won't show anymore. But you can close out here, and you can then go back to the help documents and create another one. Again, select, or you could target a specific group, or you can just target all groups. Again, admin area. You can also target the site area and be able to actually link it to any of the front end areas. Then we can say now I want to not target the list but the edit area, which is singular. And again, we can say give it a title, and again this time let me link it to an URL, and then save and close. And then let's go to that area and new. And now we would see that that area also has a help button. If we click on it, it opens that URL in a pop-up, and as you see, I've just selected a video. And so that is how you can actually link to other external sources to be giving the help to the specific page in instructions that is necessary. And you can then, having set up a few help menus for the component, you can go back to component builder and to the admin view area, and let's say you have a help document linked to component demo, but it is, you want to ship it with the the information that you've now created as help inside of the component. Then what I would usually do is I would actually open this component, sorry, this admin view, and I'll give it a system name of demo, and I'll go to the MySQL, say yes, I want to link it. I'll select table, and then I would go to the demo table, help documents. You see demo help document, click on that, and I'll just remove some of the values that I know is not necessary. Okay, I think that's fine. Created, modified can stay. We can even take the version out, but it doesn't even matter. We can most certainly take that one out. And there we go. Those seems to be fine. And save and close. Now I can save this or save as copy. And if I have another component, I'll just copy this one and link it to that component's database. The only thing to remember when you've done this is that you must first compile the component before you uninstall the local component. So you would first come here and compile that component. Now let me quickly show you in the code what has happened. Basically, I've opened this zipped package of the component, gone to admin area, then to SQL, and then if I go to the install MySQL document, I'm just double clicked on that and it's opened this document. I'll now see that it obviously has this insert table, but it also has insert data that we created. See, this is the help that you need. There's the URL I added, and it will basically insert this data into the database when this component is installed. So having done those changes and linking the table to the component, it actually goes to the database and extracts these values and places it into the dump file of the component. It does not place it into the update file, just that you know. And that means that if users already have your component installed and they install this, it will not add these helper structures. You will have to use custom scripting in the Joomla component area. In the PHP tab, there is a place for update and uninstall and install to add custom PHP script whereby you can insert this data into the database. Okay, now I'm going to show you what happens if the component is no longer installed and you try to compile it. So first thing is I'm going to quickly uninstall the demo component. Now I'm going to go to the compiler and I'm going to try and compile this component. It'll give me this error, and basically it's telling you that it couldn't find this table. It couldn't find that table, and it's because you uninstalled it. And the only way then to compile this component would be to go back to the admin view and delink the component from the table. So like I said, make sure to compile the component before you uninstall the component which you are linking to. So we linked to the installed components table. The other way to try and avoid this is to actually, instead of linking to the table, like we did here, is to instead use a dump file. So I would say you click on dump, you open your SQL file that it created, and you copy the values from that file, or cut, whatever, and paste those values in here, like that. You could leave the comment or even leave the comment out, and this way, if we save and close, we will now, even if the component is uninstalled, be able to compile and still have this demo or shipping values of the component in place. So let's try compiling it again. This time it compiled without any errors, and if we go open the zip package, and then open this install mysql.utf8.sql file, we will see that it added that dump values right back into the file, and that's exactly what you would like it to do. Anyway, this was just to demonstrate actually how to add a help menu structure to any JCB component. Basically, you could do that without purchasing the Submin distributor component. The only part that really is necessary is for you to create a helper document. And of course, this helper document that we are using from the Submin distributor package has custom scripting in it. And it's this custom scripting that makes it adaptable to any other component. I can quickly show you which areas this custom scripting must go, but obviously I would rather want you to buy the components package. It's really only in relation to the articles and to the site views and the admin view that we have custom fields that are a little tricky, as well as the user group. You need to have a little perspective on how to set up user groups. So these are the two areas that are difficult, the articles one as well, because JCB, when it detects that this is a helper document, and it detects those specific field values that are set up correctly, then it automatically builds some of the front-end necessary concepts, as well as adding this dynamic behavior in the back end. I hope this helps to at least show you that it is very doable to adding a help structure to a component. What I think makes this quite unique is that the component then ships with this pre-built-in help structure, but the user that uses your component, he might want to give extra help or a little different kind of help to the front-end users of his website, and he will be having access to this helper area and editing it and changing it to the correct wording and expectations that he might have or she might have. And so that is the way that you could add helper structures to your JCB components. Thank you for watching.